Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome to our another episode of RIZAL series, The Travels of RIZAL.
Did you know Jose Rizal left the country in May 1882 to pursue further studies abroad? He enrolled medicine at the Universidad Central de Madrid in Spain, and in May 1883, he traveled to France to observe how medicine was being practiced there.
Yo, what's up? Did you know that after a 3-month sojourn in France, Rizal returned to Madrid and thought about publishing a book that exposes the colonial relationship of Spain and the Philippines. This idea was realized in March 1887 with the publication of the novel Nole Me Tangere in Germany.
Rizal was actively involved in the propaganda movement composed of Filipinos in Spain who sought to direct the attention of Spaniards to the concerns of the Spanish colony in the Philippines. He wrote articles for publications in country and abroad, conveyed with overseas Filipinos to discuss their duty to the country, and called the Spanish authorities to institute reforms in the Philippines, such as granting freedom of the press and Filipino representation of the Spanish Cortes.
Rizal returned to Manila in August 1887 after 5 years in Europe. However, his homecoming was met by the friars for over Noli Me Tangere. So the Archbishop of Manila issued an order banning the possession and reading the novel, to an order that was later enforced by the Governor General. 6 months later, pressured by the Spanish authorities as well as his families and friends to leave the country and to avoid further persecution, Rizal left Manila for Hong Kong.
Did you know that Rizal also traveled to America? From Hong Kong, Rizal traveled to Macau and Japan before going to America. Entering San Francisco, California in April 1888, he visited the states of Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, Illinois, and New York. While in America, Rizal jotted down his observations of the landscape in his diary.
Rizal arrived in England in May 1988. In August, he was admitted to British Museum, where he copied Antonio de Morga's massive study of the Philippines. Rizal later annotated for publication as a gift to the Filipinos. In the museum, he devoted his time reading all the sources on Philippine history that he could find. He kept up his correspondence with various people, including his family who were being oppressed by the Spanish religious landowners, the Filipino patriots in Spain, and his Austrian friend, with whom he planned to form an association of Philippine scholars. From 1888 to 1890, he shuttled between London and Paris, where he wrote ethnographic and history-related studies, as well as political articles. He also frequently visited Spain, where he met with fellow Filipino intellectuals like Marcelo H. del Pilar, Mariano Ponce, and Garciano Lopez Jaime.
Meanwhile, a rivalry has ensued between Rizal and Del Pilar over the leadership of the Asociación Hispano-Filipino in Spain. Rizal decided to leave Hong Kong to avoid the worsening rift between the Rizalistas and Pilaristas and to help maintain unity among Filipino expatriates. After staying for some time in Hong Kong, where he practiced medicine and planned to build a new Calamba by relocating landless Filipinos to Borneo. Rizal came home to the Philippines in June 1892.
And how cold is that in her?